Alright, let's see if we can make Shakamon work. So... no searcher. I have a rookie. I think I'm gonna mully this. I think I could do better. This is definitely a lot better. I have my tamer. I have a good rookie. I still don't exactly have hardcore searching, but that's fine. Depending on how this matchup goes, this could actually end up being a little on the rough side. So we're gonna Ukomon and set up a tamer. Might as well get this tamer set up. If he thinks about aggressing too hard too early, then I could start gaining passive resources, which is good. If he raises out and his Digimon isn't big enough, then I could Goku. So right now he probably doesn't know what I'm running. So they're probably very cautious at this point. Yeah, not raising is definitely smart. Just Digivolving in the back. That's whatever. Playing out a Gomamon. So I could dig. Alright, I think I gave it away what I'm playing. Both my Odin's Breaths going away is pretty bad. So I'm missing, what, 2 cards? 1 card. So I'm probably going to end up crossing next turn. So I do have cards I can burn, which is fine. So I might as well get the check-in. Draw an extra card. Oh, I have everything. Okay. So I do need to clear this off the field. So I am just going to cross into a Gokumon and then next turn go into a Shakamon. Sure, I'll give... Well, it's gonna die anyway, so I'll just give it the minus security attack and delete it. Yep, that's fine. Yeah, so the reason why I did it is because I needed to get it off the field based on how this deck plays. So this is kind of annoying, but it's not the end of the world. So he gets to play that out. I don't have any big removal for it, which is unfortunate. So I'm probably just going to end up Shaka and pass turn. So he gets to gain a memory, draw a card. So he's most likely going to go into Aegis. Yeah. Aegis doesn't exactly, like, super spook me. Because I'm going to have to Shaka regardless of what I do. So now he gets to play out a level 3. Sure, I'll keep this. So he's not really threatening me. Because this is a when attacking effect. So I might as well raise out. I might as... So I have 2 options. I could either swing with it or I could just gain the memory. I think I'm just going to gain the memory. And then we're just going to Digicross into Shakamon. So I need you, 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 and Shaka. So if he has a Zhang Pen, then this is going to be pretty rough. Because then he just tucks everything. Oh, he could just bounce his Aegis to get rid of my Shakamon. So this is pretty hard. I needed to set up a little earlier. So he needs to have the Zhang Pen. I mean, his Digimon can't attack or do anything. Mental. Didn't find it. Take the Zudo. So I'm what? Gonna have to get rid of... Oh, he's just gonna Digivolve into Zudo just to Source Strip me. So, I mean... Yeah, that's relevant. Throw Digimon back into security. I mean, he's got a whole bunch of level 5s, so I think I just start picking apart his level 5s. No, I think this is the hard part. Like, what do I actually get rid of? So I think I do just have to get rid of the Aegis. So I could Digivolve into a Lunamon. I can swing. So I could either boost myself or stop him from attacking. I'll just boost myself to guarantee the damage. Yeah, I knew that was there. Yep. Yep. And then, unfortunately, I am probably just going to have to cross. So, I will give this security attack minus... So, I'm surprised he doesn't have it. He has to have the Zhang Pen. I mean, I had to get rid of the Aegis because the Aegis would be able to potentially do more. So, like, my next target's probably going to be the Zudo Ace or something. Because he's going to have to, like, what? Swing with this, bounce something back to... Bounce one of his level 5s back to his hand. Just to get rid of my level 5. Before I can Ace. Because he doesn't know I have Ace. And I potentially have lethal on field if he doesn't do anything. So he does have a level 4. Oh, no, he does have Zhang Pen. Okay. So, Zhang Pen will suck up everything and then bounce everything. So... I will get... you? Do I Digicross? I'm gonna lose it anyway, so I don't think I need to. Oh, he just quits. Okay. That makes my life easier. Yeah, because I get to keep 2 bodies out, and he doesn't have that much security. So he's basically saying, I don't actually have the ability to finish what I'm trying to do. Because the Zudo anti-tempos him. I guess I keep this hand. It's just all search. So I could just literally sit back and Uko search for the first couple of turns. Like, Uko search and aggro. Luna's a pretty good pickup here. So now I'm literally just looking for every one of my pieces. Hard playing Diaboramon Ace. Very bold choice. So we're going to take this. Hatch. Search, attack, draw a card. Ooh, good card. So he gets to attack and then delete one that's 3 or lower and then add 2. So I can safely cross. So I could reasonably cross in Venusmon, and then that prevents him from kind of just doing anything. I don't really need to do that, though, right now. Okay, that's a pretty good pickup. So, what does this do? Then one of the opponent's Digimon or Tamers can't suspend. So, I think I literally... But the search off of this is so good. Yeah, I think I just, There's an argument just to cross with 2. Because how much memory would I be passing? So 2 would be -4, so that would be an 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I'd be giving him 7. No, I think I just cross and I dig. Yeah, his Digimon could have security tech minus. So that was pretty good. That was pretty good. Unfortunate I'm losing another Venusmon, but there's a high chance I'm just going to end up Venusing this. And then I could Venus and Shaka, and then I should be good to go. So he's at least going to be creating a token. He doesn't delete anything, because it's only up to a play cost of 5. Oh, I guess he does. Well, that was unfortunate. So I could stop this from attacking for a turn with a Sogamon. Oh, because it counts himself. So... I think I just take TK. No, actually... I'll just take this. He's giving me a lot of memory. So I could Luna here. Let's first attack. See what we get. Oh, was that off my bad egg? It was. So this is -6. So this is 9. So I think I just cross here and keep his Digimon from suspending. So I'll give this security attack -1, and this can't suspend. There. So, oh, I forgot to Evo in the back. I missed a card draw. Because I could have at least Luna'd. So he can't kill my Digimon. And all I need to do is just out his... Oh, he found his Errata Tamer. Oh, he's just taking the rookie to have a rookie to start with. Okay, so we have the Guilmon, so this is good, because this is a free evolution here. Ooh, the Tamer's a good pickup. So I just Digivolve here, turn his when attacking abilities and when Digivolving abilities off, which is good. So as long as I'm able to just not deal with this Diaboromon ace, I should be okay. Because I think he was just honestly banking on Diaboromon ace in the early game, just winning the game for him. That was a huge misplay. That was huge. Because now my Venus can just freely attack into this, and then I could just Shaka. Like, that was actually huge. So, I just raise up Guilmon. I attack into his Digimon. Security attack -1. Sure. Sure. Yeah, that overflow was absolutely huge. I get to draw 2. Ooh, a defense training. I kept my Digimon, though. So, if there was one more security difference between us, I could actually have just safely Odin's Breath. But I think I just Shaka here. It is a little bit on the more expensive side, but Venus's ability basically keeps him at bay. So, this is probably a fine Shaka. And then this basically sets up lethal next turn. Yeah, because putting him to 3, which he goes to 4, isn't that bad. But he reasonably just can't deal with the field. Because what? I have Shaka just throw his Diaboromon he would go into security. His Diaboromons can't really do anything. He can make 1 extra token. And that's about it. Because of how Venusmon works, I basically just floodgated him out of the game. Oh, now he could swing. Oh, wait, no, he can't, because it still has security attack. So he actually can't just swing into Venusmon. So, what does he do in this position, then? I don't think I care. Because I just win next turn. Another Venusmon? So, I do have to play this more memory efficient, so I will go Lunamon. Oh, that's pretty good pickup. Yeah, I'll just swing and just break all of his security. So, 1, 2, and 3. Because this just breaks 3 checks. I get to draw a card. Black Memory Boost, doesn't matter. Diaboromon, doesn't matter. And game. I'll put it on Shakamon. Sure. Boom. Easy enough. Alright, 2 good games in a row. I'm really liking the Shaka build. I've been refining it, and I kind of like where it's at. Shakamon, if you can't get rid of the Shakamon, it could just be very annoying. I have almost all my pieces of Exodia, and I have a good starter. I'm going first. I think I keep this hand. Because if I could just have enough memory to throw out a Shakamon in the early stages, that could be pretty backbreaking. It's unfortunate I'm missing the 1 last piece of Exodia, but maybe the 2 draws off of Ukamon can get me there. So just Ukamon, put him to 1, draw a card. That's not it. Yeah, because Shakamon's going to cost 6, which is a lot. This is a Mastimon deck. Okay, interesting. They're just going to play Mirai. So if that's the case, then I just move up. Ooh, Guilmon's a really good draw here. I'll take... I think I just take the other Shakamon. I'm going to be Shakaing this turn, so I don't think I need Valkyrie Ace right now. And I need to have a backup Shaka. Hatch. So, let's see if I get it. Nope, we didn't get there. Alright. I get 1 more chance. Lucimon. Alright, we got there. And then I just Shaka this. There we go. I mean, his Digimon's not going to be doing anything anyway, but, like, he is, or they are now staring down a Shakamon. So, Shakamon is right now going to punch for almost all of their security, because 1, 2, 3, 4... Oh, I could literally just win next turn if RNG permits me. Because next turn I'm most likely going to TK Inkari. So, I think this is fine. Because they basically have to have, like, what, a Chaos deck right now? And they already know that... Well, they don't know that I have a backup Shaka. Just in case something goes wrong. And Guillemano at least will try to help me draw some cards. Or just win me the game. So, it's unfortunate that I can't use this to affect my own Digimon. But I'm running an extra Sanzo just for the name. It's, like, really bad, but it's a one-of, because a lot of the cards will, like, specifically want Sanzo. So I'm just like, okay, I'll just run one extra Sanzo, even though it's the suboptimal Sanzo. Just the name is good enough for how this deck works. Yeah, because they can't... honestly, if they can just Digivolve on the field, lose their Digimon, that keeps them in the game. So it looks like they're just going for the raising approach. No. Venus is good. So I'll raise out. Let's go ahead and Shaka. Security attack -1. On me. Let's do it again. On me. And one more time. On me. And the last one should fail. 1, 2, 3. Does this have an off play? No, it doesn't. And 4. And I win the game. And I draw a card. Cool. Well, that was easy enough. When you get enough cards and you get the good stuff, Shaka just goes. Like, Shaka early game OTK, I think it was mostly because of the Mastimon play. Like, the fact that they Mastimoned to give me all of that memory was probably a huge oopsies. And they probably also weren't expecting, like, an early game Shaka. My searches with Ukomon were pretty okay. The fact that it got me closer to the Sanzo to be able to Shaka, and they didn't actually have a response for Shaka, is pretty good. I think, honestly, what they should have done in that position that I put them in was they should have evoed into the champion in the back and then just hard played like a rookie. That way my Sanzo, or my Shaka, would have just bounced the rookie into security, and that would have prevented the OTK. So that's honestly what they should have done. We're mulliganing this. This is better. Is this the bad one? No, that's the good one. Okay. So I have perfect start again, but I don't have perfect hand. Looks like I'm playing Rookie Rush for a hot minute, which Ukomon does let me Rookie Rush pretty well. This is fine. I could probably keep an Ukomon out. I don't have to just blindly swing. It depends if they have the tank or not. So I'm just going to raise this out. Search. I'll take the Sanzo, because Sanzo's really important still. Because I'm most likely going to end up setting up maybe TK Kari. Because my turns are actually really expensive. So I'm probably going to go into this Guilmon. No, I think I have to Sanzo here. Sanzo to dig a little bit deeper. It gives him more memory. Sure. I found one target, lost my memory boosts. So I am gonna have to set up my tamer like sooner or later, but I'm trying to threaten the ace right now. That's my big goal. So if he just tries to swing right now, I ace. Okay, they did have the tank. So that does get rid of the Ukomon, which is very unfortunate for me. They hit a brigade. So my Ukomon does die. So I should have swung with the Ukomon, but I didn't know that they had the tank. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That slows me down a lot. And they also had the brigade. Okay. So I should have just set up the tamer then. So we'll just add this back into hand. Yeah, so this makes everything I'm going to be doing really bad. I just have to set up tamer and pass. His stuff has blocker. I can't do anything. Like, they just actually had the outs. If they didn't have the outs, I think I would be in a way stronger position. Because then I could have at least tried to dig a little bit deeper with Ukomon. So now I have to take like 2 turns off to set up an Ukomon again. While they basically get to go ballistic. Nothing to de-digivolve, so that's fine. This is not gonna end well. I already know this. So I'm just gonna have to go here. And I unfortunately just can't swing. So do I just give him a lot and set up a Sanzo? And hope he doesn't have an out for it? I mean, all of his stuff has protection. So there's not, like, that much I can do. I need to try to set up a Valk play. Or maybe I just... No, hard playing Valk is not the answer because I don't have an out for this. So I think I just try to put him at as little memory as possible, which is just playing a rookie. So if he doesn't take care of the Lunamon, that at least gets me 2 extra memory. Because I'll just bounce the Lunamon back to my hand. So they're going to have jamming. The big question is, do they have another tank? Like, this is literally all because they had tank. Like, the brigade kind of sucked, and I did misplay there. Venus. Okay. That killed at least a Digimon. He gets to play another one. He found a Commandramon. Those go to the bottom, so at least I don't have to worry about another tank for a hot second. Nothing to de-digivolve. He gets to search. Quartzmon. Interesting. I think they take Metropolitan. Or probably just another Commandramon. It's one of the two. Oh, they took the Satsuki. Interesting. Yeah, maybe I should have set up a Valk play. Sanzo. Commandramon? Yeah. And then he could hard play Commandramon, and then search. He found a DCD bomb. That's really annoying. He's gonna take the Seastermon. That's fine. So I'm at least gonna have one extra memory to play with. So I think they're just gonna try going really hard here. Is he gonna delete? No, he's just gonna accept his Digimon dies. Oh, that gives him lethal. Because now he has Rush. Yeah, okay. So I just got hardcore Rush down. Literally all of that was because I don't even think if I drew that one extra card based on what I was drawing, it would have mattered that much. It would have been nice, but there was just nothing I can do in that position. I just had to pray that they didn't have the line, and they had the line. So this is a fine, like, turn one hand. It's not great, but depending on how much memory they give me, then it could do something. Yeah, I also think, like, Digivolve just really sucks for this deck. Like, I mean, it doesn't do a whole lot on my level 5s, but Digivolving Shaka is absolutely backbreaking. So I think, like, I didn't exactly have any outs to his Digivolve because I needed to set up my Digimon before he set up his, and that just didn't happen. Interesting. Okay. Oh, this is a Devi deck. I'm just sitting here and I'm just like, okay. I like Siako, but the fact that this is a Devi is really interesting. So that's my bad egg. So I'm just gonna Uko on here. And I might as well set up my Tamer and wait. Just so I could see how much more memory they give me. This is Gesso. No, you could gain a memory. I don't care. Yeah, so they're using the Gesso stuff to try to, like, force my hand to be less. I don't care if he's more memory efficient. My deck is not very memory efficient at all. So, like, I just play big things and give him a lot of memory and just tell him he can't play the game. What's he grabbing back? Memory boost? He only has 2 options. Yeah. He just needs to dig. That's pretty big. Ooh, I like all of these. I'll take the Shaka, even though I know I should take Venus. I'll take the Shaka. Just because at worst, I could still try to make, like, a Shaka play. So, I'm obviously not going to be attacking, but I can Goku. Using a... And then that will give his Digimon security attack minus and delete it. Sure, draw a card and discard. I don't care. So he was going to be at 3 anyway, so this is fine. So next turn, I can raise out and get like 3 or 4 card draws. So I get 2 card draws for the Guilmon and 1 search, and then a card draw for evolution. So yeah, I see like 7 cards in a single turn. That's pretty good. So this is the part where I'm probably just going to aggro real hard with what I got. So the fact that they can't really deal and do anything about this Ukomon is really good for me right now. Oh man. Well, there goes that. Oh, I see another one. Cool. So I lose out on A lot of card draw. That's unfortunate. But now we just start attacking. So I'll minus their security. So my Guilmon has a higher chance of living. Draw a card. Ooh. That wasn't very good. Honestly, I could... I'll just kill his Digimon again. So I'll swing with this. Give his Devi security tech minus. It doesn't matter. That's fine. That just keeps my Digimon around. And then I'll just kill his Devi. There. Easy. We're just playing a little control. A little on the slow side. But now that he's at 3 security, I'm going to start triggering my Tai and Kari. So now every turn I'm going to just generically gain an extra memory. And if he tries to aggro into me, then that 1 memory can very easily turn into 2 memory. So I kind of do just need to start digging a little bit more. I could just Digivolve into Shaka depending on how much memory he puts me at. I could set up TK and Ukomon. That's a potential turn. So that way I could like Guilmon the following turn. Octo. Sure. You know, the funny thing is, I might be able to just Shaka the token away, and that would be pretty hilarious. So, I'm making them think that maybe I have an ace. I'll grab the Guilmon back, because I could swing with it next turn. There's a reason. I could very easily take the Ukomon, but I think Guilmon is just the smarter play. I mean, sure, they get a level 3. I mean, they drew a lot. So the big question is, do they actually have an ace? So, what am I doing this turn? I think I kind of have to Shaka. So, if that's the case, I'll Digivolve into a Guilmon in the back. Ooh, nope, never mind. My entire plan just changed. So, that was a misplay then. I should have Digivolved into Ukomon, but this is fine. So, I'll attack, draw a card, Luna's fine, use the effects, can Devi. I don't care, I drew a card. I could swing with one of these and keep one of them up. So, swing with 1, security tech -1. Security tech -1. 9k, a second Dan Devi. So that returns this to my hand. That's whatever. And then, yeah, I think I'm just forced to Digivolve here. And then that turns this whole field off, and I am missing 1 piece of Exodia. I honestly don't think I care that much. This already is presenting lethal because they're at 1 security, and I have 2 checks coming. I have enough cards in my hand where I could reasonably discard a couple, so like I probably would discard like Ukomon or Luna or maybe a Tamer. Like it just doesn't matter at this point. So their wind digivolving effects just don't work, which is fine. So this probably was correct then. Well, I guess it still probably would have been better to Ukomon here, because that would have been more aggressive. Discard a card? Sure. I'll discard Lunamon. It just doesn't matter anymore. And they quit, yeah. I mean, I was just going to control them out of the game. And they couldn't do anything because a Shakamon was definitely coming. Alright, this will probably be the last game. This is an okay start. I have double Ukomon. I'm going first. I have the Venus, I have the Valk, and I have one level 5. This will probably be able to help me find another level 5, which is fine. Koroegg is good. Put him to 1. Make him sweat. TK's a decent find because I could set up a turn where I hard play it. Interesting. Alright, they're just copying me. What else do you got? Is this red hybrids or what is this? Oh, no. It is very interesting. Is it actually a Gamamon? I found the Shaka, so I'm definitely going to take the Shaka. I don't think he'll be able to kill me. So I can just dig a lot. Is that my answer? So I'll set up my own memory tether. I'll take a Sanzo. I'll be crazy and I'll Evo into Lunamon and hard play an Ukomon. So the idea on the reason why I'm doing this is if he doesn't have the ability to respond to my field, I'm going to move out Lunamon, get my 3 digs. Oh, it's Hina Dragons. Interesting. But yeah, so the idea is I'm going to move out Lunamon, bounce my stray Ukomon, the one that doesn't have a source. And then from there, I'm going to gain an extra 2 memory to be able to, like, start crossing. So next turn, I should be at 5 memory, and I would have digged twice, and I have access at 2 card draws. So they're just going to set up their Hina, and, oh, Crimson Blaze. Boo. Boo. So I could still gain the 2 memory. Do I gain the 2 memory, or do I just try to get the card draw? So they're going to go to 3 anyway, so I just won't use it. I'll just get the card draw. That's fine. Dorbic. I'll draw my card. It'll die. And then I'll just dig. So I just found the same card that I got back. Alright. So I really need to set up Shakamon fast then, if this is the case. So next turn I'm most likely just going to end up Shaka. And then they shouldn't have an out to it. I don't know if this deck actually has De-Digivolve. Because once I'm in Shaka, I should basically be pretty safe. It would have been nice to have another Digimon. The fact that they had the Crimson Blaze, that was absolutely huge when they timed that. Absolutely, because I was going to go so hard on them with all of my resource generation. Does Dorbic even out Shaka? It might not. So, from here, you just training, whatever. Ragnalord. So, there is an argument to try to Venus before Shaka. But it kind of doesn't matter as long as I'm able to set them up consecutively. So I get to go to 3. Oh, the Guilmon was huge, because this is just a free card draw. I don't exactly have Exodia, so I could reasonably swing, but I think I just have to play it safe and just go into a Shaka. It's unfortunate that they're just going to get more Uko value. Oh, Metallic de-digivolves. So they have to take the Metallic. No. Or do they get both? No. So they might already have Metallic. So, unfortunately, my target is probably Ukomon to shove it back into security. That's, like, honestly really sad to say. It's, like, actually abysmally sad. The fact that out of his field, I have to target the Ukomon. And then I really need a turn where I can set up a lot of memory. So right now, this will only do 1, 2, 3 checks. So they're going to have to give me a lot of memory, but then maybe they have the Metallic to try to out my, my Digimon. Because I'm probably going to have to set up my Tamer soon. So their effects still work. It's just I don't know what they're thinking about. Because it's pretty easy. You just go up the line. You use Hina to out my Shaka, and then that's kind of it. Like, I don't necessarily think it's that hard. And again, reminder chat. Or viewers, basically they're in this good of a position because of that Crimson Blaze. Yeah, so you just, I don't know if you do this now. Probably not, because this doesn't do anything. So you just Digivolve into a Mega and then you use it then. Okay, so it's not Metallic. Oh, so they do just out it with their Mega regardless. Yeah. No. Well, I mean, does it actually matter? No, I just won't. Yeah, so they did out it. I will get a search after giving more security tech minus. Cool. Yeah. So I'll at least go to 3. I gotta raise you out. I'll swing and get my card draws. Cool. Oh. When attacking, if you have a Tamer in play, trash the top card of the opponent's security stack. That is annoying. I don't think I care right now. I think I do just need to... I mean, I could leave the Ukomon. It's not really doing anything anymore. I could leave him at least for a turn. No, I think I do just have to... Venus. Yeah, it's just Venus set up Shaka. That's my out. Because I need to turn this when attacking off. Okay, so that actually works. It bypasses Venus. So that's pretty obnoxious if that because of that. So maybe the correct answer was just killing the Ukomon. Ukomon's just too annoying. I do think that I need a Death X. Like, I get into these board states where they just have cards, and I don't have the ability to respond. So I think, like, one of the changes that I'm going to be making is adding a Death X in. Because this would be, like, such an easy Death X to just out the field. And, like, it's giving the deck some extra removal, which the deck is very, very much lacking in. Like, literally outside of Goku and Shaka, I'm not removing things. Like, period. So, I just... If they find a metallic, it's gonna suck. It's gonna suck real hard. Well, they found the metallic, but it's gonna go to the bottom. So that's 2 metallics that are at the bottom of the deck. So I just have to hope they don't have another one. I mean, I could just Odin's Breath to pass the turn. Like, I really wish I had these tamers set up, but it's really unfortunate that I don't. So I think I just pressure security at this point. That's fine. And then I am just going to have to Shaka. Like, I do not have any other plays. What's underneath? Goku's underneath? That's fine. And I now just have to pray that they do not have metallic. That is basically my only hope. Because there is no metallic in there, so he gets to dig 6 for a metallic. 2 are at the bottom, and I don't know how many they're running. Still no metallic, which is fine. They still get on-play effects, which sucks. But I can't really do anything about that. So they're just basically trying to set up a Dorbikmon attack. Like, one big Dorbikmon turn. Dorbikmon would be able to out the Venus, so they would start to get their abilities again. So, do they have... Like, it's basically just Ragna and Dorbik that they kind of are hoping to see and use. What does this do? Oh, that de-digivolves. That sucks. That's huge. Because he needs to de-digivolve the Venus. If he de-digivolves the Shaka, that's a huge misplay. I think that's wrong. Oh, that's probably fine then for them. Because now they have another Hina to just digivolve again and use the on-play effect. What does this on-play do? Delete all of the opponent's Digimon with the lowest DP. Yeah, that's gonna suck. Yeah, so they have all of the memory in the world right now. And I'm super memory deficient because I didn't have enough time to set up my Tai and Karis. Oh, they had the metallic. Okay, yeah, that just outs everything then. Because this de-digivolves all of my Digimon. It's so weird that they are actively choosing... So, do I honestly just... I can't Shaka again, can I? The Ukomon still aren't doing anything. I'm like forced to Shaka, which is awful. Because now they're going to have 5 memory to do whatever they want with. Do I have all the pieces in my hand? I might. We'll find out. Oh, I can't play. None of your opponent's Digimon can suspend or Digivolve until the end of the opponent's turn. Wait. All of your... Then delete one of the opponent's... If no Digimon was deleted, none of your opponent's Digimon unsuspends can Digivolve until the end of the turn. Yeah, so why can't I cross? There. I guess the game just, like, hardcore bugged. It thought maybe I was Digivolving. Hand. 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 There. It sucks I had to do that. So at least they don't get another metallic. So are they just trying to Ragna here then? I mean, Ragna would suck. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think Ragna would win the game though. Like, unless Ragna somewhere has Security Tech Plus. Yeah, so if they attack, I just Valkyrie. So theoretically, this could still burn me as security. Yeah, so they just Digivolve up in the back, just to try to get some extra card draws. I know that they have a Ragna in towards the bottom of the deck. Yeah, so now they're just digging. I mean, he could still do a single point of damage. I think he's not attacking because he doesn't want to lose this. But this isn't like being a floodgate or anything. Oh, when an opponent's Digimon is deleted. Gain a memory. That's during all turns? That's good. So, if they don't do anything, I think I win here. Because I just throw Metallic away because this isn't super threatening. Oh, they just quit. Okay, yeah, they didn't have it. They didn't see any of their pieces, and they couldn't deal enough damage, and I was borderline threatening lethal. They could have just done some of their win attacking stuff, so he could have just, like, swung, killed my Guilmon, and then after they killed the Guilmon, they would have at least gained a memory and done something else. So as far as changes to the deck, like I said, Death X is the only, like, thing I want to try to add, like, 1 or 2 of. He's not searchable outside of Ukomon, but, like, that's fine. I'm drawing a lot, and, like, I kind of do sometimes need to see Death X. So, like, can I reasonably fit into Death X's? I could take out a yellow memory boost, because as you saw, like, I don't have the opportunity sometimes to play a lot of options. Just because, like, if they're really threatening, I can't spend any time setting anything up. So I think I could at least remove 1 memory boost for a Death X. I'd like to try to run a second Death X just because one could be in security, or, like, I could accidentally draw one. So I don't exactly know where the cut for a second Death X would be, but I at least want a single Death X. So at least this is a little bit better. But as far as what Shakamon is doing, if you haven't exactly guessed it by all of the games that I had played, basically Shakamon, I am just trying to give security attack minus, make it so they can't deal any damage, and then during my turn, I'm just going to throw all the security attack minuses onto Shakamon and punch really hard. So if that's the idea, Shakamon being 15k means that it does actually get deleted by other level 7s. So that's kind of why I'm running the Tai Inkaris, is so that way I actually can debuff the opponent's security, so Shakamon has that much higher of a chance to live, which is really nice, on top of the fact that it's a good way to gain memory. I was playing with TK Inkari, but I realized that I wasn't triggering the ability to gain memory as often, especially since my rookies are a lot more aggressive. I could easily put my opponent to 3, and then Tai Inkari is just starting to get me more value. Even though it's only 1 memory versus the 2, it's just my opponent's not actually dealing that much damage to me unless they basically have lethal or could just get rid of my field and play the game a little bit longer than me. So Tai Inkari seems like it's a really good tamer. It also gives me access to like more red options if I really wanted to run some red removal options, just because it's a 2-color tamer. And then the memory setter is obviously TK. It's just a good digger, and you know, just sets my memory to 3, because a lot of my plays with my level 5s, with the Digicross, it's only a reduction of 2, which means I'm playing level 5s for 5. So being at 5 memory is that magic number, which if we're both at 3 or less security, Tai Inkari can give me extra memory to be able to put me at 5. And that's what Lunamon is doing in the deck, is it's allowing me to be able to have alternative ways to get to 5 memory. So I could be like, okay, Digicross, go to 0, Digivolve, pass turn. Sure, it's passing the memory at 4, but at least, like, my level 6s are pretty disruptive. And as you saw, like, I can just aggress with my rookies pretty hard. In that last game, if they didn't out my field, I would have moved up Lunamon and then had Ukomon double search, and then Lunamon bounce the Ukomon without an egg back into my hand. So that way I could have hatched a new egg and then used that Ukomon to be able to continue the aggression. So Lunamon gives me access to a lot of plays, on top of the fact that sometimes you don't really want some of your level 5s, especially if they don't have any sources just sitting on your field and you don't have an ace, then you could just bounce it back to your hand and use it for a Digicross out of your hand, which is really nice, especially since you could gain that extra memory by bouncing the level 5 to make some other plays possible. It's not the worst thing. Half the time I'm just bouncing Lunamon back into my hand out of raising just to gain that extra memory, but it's got lots of really cute plays, and it can Digivolve off of red eggs, which is important because I'm running 4 of the Koromons for, you know, the basic draw engine, and then we don't exactly have that great of a 5th egg. You could run like the Yokomon, because the red Yokomon at least can grab back Gokumon, which isn't bad. It just only grabs back Gokumon because everything else kind of just doesn't work. You could think about teching in Cherubimon, and then it could grab, I think, Cherubimon? No, it's a Cherub. Never mind. But you could tech in some other aces if you wanted to try to use the egg. I just think that Pinamon, just having a way to actually try to delete low-level Digimon like Ukomon is still kind of valuable, and it's on delete, so most of the time I'm just going to be like donkey swinging into security with my rookies to get them low for my Tai Inkaris. And then that's kind of what the Guilmon is doing. You could easily run an 8 Ukomon package. It's just, I think that Lunamon is gaining memory way better than Ukomon is. Sure, you could gain 1 off of the Ukomon, hatch a new egg, and then swing and draw that way. But I think like Lunamon just has a little bit higher ceiling in terms of like what you could possibly do. And the deck's big weakness is both memory and card draw, and at least Guilmon, he can help with the card draw department, because even off of like your bad egg, he still is at least drawing you 1 card while you're swinging. There's no level 4s. If I were to run a level 4, maybe it would be the Aerodramon that searches, like just something to try to up the overall consistency of the deck. Either that or some form of removal. Either of those options wouldn't be too bad, but the deck really doesn't need level 4s because we're just going to be hard slamming level 5s, give the opponents Digimon Security Tech minus with all of the good level 5s. And then I'm running the one off of the BT10 Sanzo just because I need the extra name. Sanzo's arguably the most important name out of all of them, so I figured why not run at least just one of the old one. It's not bad, it's just not super great, and this is the only reason why I would even consider running a level 4, just to have access at that ability to Digivolve and get the when Digivolving effect. Sure, you could kind of get like the when attacking effects off of these to do the same type of thing, but it's not exactly the same. But yeah, it's just you're going to be wanting to run the Journey to the West package, which is Goku, Sago, Sanzo, and Cho Hakai, just because that's, you know, the Shakamon engine. Then, because Shakamon's already interacting with Security Tech Minus, that's kind of where Venusmon comes into play to further shut down what the opponent's doing. It's really funny having Venusmon and Shakamon on the field, because then you could just constantly reapply just Security Tech Minus to everything and really shut the opponent out of the game almost entirely, because their when attacking and when digivolving effects don't work, which means they only have on delete and on play effects that are really actually doing anything for them. Then that's kind of also why I'm running Odin's Breath. It's just another way to A, control the field, and then B, if the combined security is low enough, then it could just be another blanket minus security attack just to make Venusmon even more annoying and, you know, continue the trend that way. And then the last card, Valkyremon, is kind of just in here because, you know, I'm hard playing level 5s, and there's no better yellow ace than Valkyremon to have that ace play off of any of them. And he's like the wide board removal backbone, but as you kind of saw, if the fields are just wide enough or big enough, it really just makes it very hard to actually use Valkyremon sometimes, which is why I decided to take down a yellow memory boost, which is just for consistency, and I have to have a team or a Digimon in order to use this card, so I don't have that much ability to play options, just because of just how this deck's flow is. So that's kind of why I took one out and added in the Death X, just to have that extra little oomph at removal, because literally outside of Valkyrie, Shaka, and Sogo, I'm not actually removing things off the field, and if they're just going to amass a wide field, might as well take advantage of it. But yeah, so that's kind of my whole little breakdown of this deck. I think it's a really strong deck. It has some decent flexibility to it. Do I think this is like tier 1 hyper meta competitive? No, but I do think this is like a fun rogue deck that's actually pretty decent at being really annoying and disruptive towards the opponent. And then you also have the flip side where you could just high roll and get some massive damage out of nowhere and just take games that people wouldn't expect you to be able to take, because what yellow deck actually can punch through 5 or 4 security and have a rookie out of raising to just kill them with? So yeah, that's kind of it for the deck. I really hope that you found at least this build to be kind of interesting, because I was messing around with this deck a lot to try to figure out how to make it work, and I think it's fun and really interesting, and there's, like I said, decent amount of different things that you could do, all depending on what you want to gain out of the deck. So I hope you found this to be informative. I hope you enjoyed all of the games, and I will see you all later.